Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mikey Dias and I'm coming to you live from the Sikh Union Club, Nairobi. Yeah, we are coming at you live from the Sikh Union Club, Nairobi, Kenya, where we're bringing you action from the African Darts Group African Open 2025. Just as the players are getting ready to bowl, just give us a quick shout out to some of our sponsors, which include the Concord, Bahari Dow, Ali Cafe and Bounty Water, as well as Sunstone and Total One-Stop Hardware Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a action-packed match coming up with some action from the North versus South. South being represented here by none other than the champion Carissen versus Jeffrey Kahurya. As we now kick off, Kahurya to throw first, and ladies and gentlemen, it is now game on. There you have it, both players starting off pretty strong, kicking off with a 100 each, but just both men coming off. This was the top of Group 1, I believe, so this is basically to decide which of these two players finish on top. Jeffrey Kahurya versus Carissen, South Africa versus Kenya. All right, good throw from Kahurya there. One loose dart, just scoring a good score, still just around the 85. And let's see what can Carissen reply with. Oh, lovely darts there from Carissen with a 91. Great action, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned, coming from the Africa Darts Group Africa Open from Nairobi, with lots of action, with lots of players registered. Coming up with the ladies category and the junior as well will be coming up over the weekend. So even if, make sure you stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Just look at the focus on both these players. Kahurya, who was coming in very strong. He was coming in very strong into the group matches against Carissen. But you can tell Carissen has had a long couple of days with darting. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that, but we're back. Great action coming in through, both strong darts from both players. Like I mentioned earlier, Cameron was coming off a long couple of days of darting. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that. And as I mentioned earlier, Cameron was coming from a long couple of days of darts. You can see the exhaustion on his face, but don't let that deter you. Don't let that bring you down. Trust me, this guy is on his game. There's a reason they call him the javelin. His accuracy is on point. And there you have it, Kahurya closing off the second match, now leading 2 games to 0. Kahurya now leading 2 games to 0. Can Cameron bring a comeback? We know he is capable of it. We know what talent he's got. Let's see what he can bring for us. And yeah, like I mentioned, lots of action coming at you live from the Simba Union. Our next match coming up with none other than modest representative Peter Wasuri against Wycliffe, the one touch. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stay tuned. Lots of action coming at you live this whole weekend. 77 played by Cameron, not very happy with those darts. And you can see, it's always been a great competition between the South versus the North. And it's always brought a great rivalry similar to that of the Kenya versus Uganda darters. But it's great darts here, and we all believe that yes, darts is a game to bring people closer, as we saw from previous tournaments. Whereas this tournament has brought up and it's forged new friendships amongst people, whether different regions or not. But it has brought great darters together, lots of coaching. It's also inspired lots of games from the youth. It's now introduced the youth league as well. So big shout out to the African Darts Club for inspiring and motivating many young players to now step up and join into this beautiful game. Cameron there with a couple of loose darts. That's not his normal game. I know he was talking to me earlier just before this match. The fatigue was checking in, bringing down his darts average. But some very good advice he told me. When it comes to such tournaments, averages do not matter. It's all about the final game, the final win, the final classification. Averages don't matter. It's all about finishing. Darts is all about the doubles. Kahurya now walking out to Yoki with 40 balance. Kahurya sitting with 40 balance. Will he close this to take on the third set as well? Look at that focus. Ooh. Ooh, now that's going to give Cameron another chance at the Yoki. Because of that, he needs to correct. That's 8 played, leaving him now with 32 balance. Cameron walking up. We all know that 32 is one of Cameron's favorite numbers. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron pulling back one notch. Oh, not the greatest of scores with a 56 coming in from Cameron. What reply will Kahurya give to this? Kahurya also one of the local darts players here. Plays for some of the local franchises here. Great darts player. Very calm, very composed. And don't take me for granted, he's also a very supportive player. Loves to coach the upcoming players, the upcoming women as well. And that's something also I believe, ladies and gentlemen, he Cameron, who's also taken great interest in helping and talking to some of the upcoming players. Yeah, Kahurya throwing 99 there. Um, Current game is now 2 games to 1 in favor of Kahurya. Oh, beautiful darts there from Kahurya. He managed to take his time, compose, and hit that second triple, piling on the pressure on Cameron. What does Cameron have here in reply to Kahurya's triple triple in that case? Ladies and gentlemen, also stay tuned. We have David Gaitho who will be coming up against none other than the young king himself, Aryan Khalsa, the protege himself. He'll be coming in. And as you know, Cameron now darting at for 90 to close the game. Will he manage to tie up? Cameron now sitting on 90 balance. Will he be do it? Okay, he's 2 darts in hand. Will he give himself a setup? Let's see. Kahurya needs to correct this now. 15 played. Can he close this up to take another leg away from Cameron? And there you have it, 25 closed. And there you have it, David Kahurya taking the game 3 matches to 1 with a lovely 25 dart finish. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned, don't go anywhere. A big shout out once again, bringing you live action from the African Darts Group African Open, live from the Sikh Union Club, Nairobi. Stay tuned as we'll be bringing you action from another big game, another big hitter match between Peter Wasuri and Wycliffe, one touch. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sikh Union Nairobi with our second game up on the big stage at the Africa Darts Group Africa Open. Coming up on the big stage, we now have Peter Wasuri, the Kenyan man who represented us at the Modus, versus Wycliffe One Touch. And it's best of 5 matches, coming in strong and top of their group. So ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned as we bring you live action as the players now get ready to bowl. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Peter Wasuri winning the bowl, and it's now officially game on. Come at you live from the Sikh Union Club, Nairobi. Big shout out to some of our sponsors, the Concord, Bahari Dow, Ali Cafe, Bounty Hydration Partner, Sunstone, and Total One Stop Solutions. Wasuri kicking us off, both players replying to one another with great scoring there of 80s. But we know what players, both these players are very high composed players, and they come at the top of their game, both representing Kenya at the highest levels in the county game. Peter Wasuri representing Kenya at the Modus after winning the last tournament, alongside his fair partner Manpreet Khalsa. Let's see what both these gentlemen can bring to us live today. Not the greatest of darts coming in from Mr. One Touch himself with just a mere 41. It's not some of the quality darts. There you have it, great darts of 140 from Wasuri to reply to Wycliffe's mere 41. What does One Touch have in reply to this? Oh, I believe he's piling on the pressure. Wasuri is piling on the pressure with One Touch throwing some very sad darts, to be honest, in this round. But you know, it's the best of first to 3 legs. Let's see what can Wycliffe bring back to. Wycliffe 257, and Wasuri has lots of time with a couple of more chances going to be at the Yorkie to try out at the double 8. Can he close out the 16? Sorry about that. You had there with Wasuri closing off on the first game. So Wasuri closing off the first game on his double 16. One Touch, can One Touch make it back, or will Wasuri maintain his dominance and close this game? Both know, seems a bit, One Touch is a bit off his touch today. We know what composure this gentleman has, but just look at that focus, that hawk-eye focus from the king, Peter Wasuri. Gentlemen, we are now at the second game here between Wasuri and One Touch himself. Wasuri playing calm and collected. He's playing calm and collected in this round. He knows he's piling on the pressure to One Touch. Once again, a big shout out, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming at you live from the Sikh Union Nairobi with the African Darts Group African Open. Lots of action planned ahead for you in the next couple of days. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be streaming everything live for you, for those that cannot make it on location, but feel free. It's open to all. Come into our location, come and watch us live, come and make some noise, come and show support. Lots of great players, from the young to the old, from the men to the ladies, and experience. Some focused darts coming in from One Touch himself, but still, according to the standards, I know how he plays. He's been an inspirational player, and he's not throwing the best of this time. I don't know if maybe it's fatigue or an exertion from him, but Wasuri, the king himself, showing no mercy, showing everyone why he is the king, showing his dominance. Wasuri showing why he's known as Peter the King Wasuri, showing dominance, showing class, showing skill. We have some big hitters out here with us, some from the south, Peterson, Carissen, amongst Gabriel, amongst some of the boys from the So ladies and gentlemen, slight delay there in the action, but don't worry, Hakuna Matata. We're bringing you action live from Kenya, home of the Simbas, and we've got the King taking on One Touch. The King currently leading 1-0 as we saw that technical difficulty, but have no fear. The Darts Group is here, and we will continue to bring you live action from the African Cup. A quick reminder about yesterday's matches. We had the Continental Cup, North versus South, and North prevailing with Peter Wanji versus Peter Wanji, and with his partner taking on Cameron and his partner from the South, with not taking it a very close fought game, not taking it 6 games to 5. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We'll be coming back at you shortly. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the game. Peter Wasuri winning it on not many darters' favorite on the Madhouse itself. Wasuri with an average of 73.82, winning it 3 games to 0. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring you the next match, which will be between Peter Wanji, one of the main fighters in the Continental Cup yesterday, who will be now playing against Lyndon Green, one of the strong boys from the south. Stay tuned and we'll be back with you in a jiff. Ladies and gentlemen, bringing you action once again. My name is Mikey Dias and I'm coming at you live from the Sikh Union Club, Nairobi. Bringing you live action of Peter Wanji versus Lyndon, Mr. Wakanda Green. Live action from the Sikh Union Club. Action proudly brought to you by the African Darts Group at the African Open. Shout out to the Concord, Bahari Dow, Ali Cafe, Bounty as our hydration partners, Sunstone Construction and Total One Stop Solutions. Live action now with Peter Wanji to throw first. What a lovely set of 140 coming in from Mr. Focus himself, Peter Wanji. What does Lyndon have in reply to that? All right, a 60, not bad from Lyndon. Again, these are some of the top players that are representing mere battle between North v South. Coming at you live again from the Sikh Union Nairobi. None other than Peter Wanji against Lyndon Green. Wanji is now preparing to give himself a setup in this one. He's throwing some calm darts. You saw that was some loose darts from him. Not very happy with the results there. Lyndon checking balance. Can he close out to take this first game and pile on some pressure on none other than Mr. Wanji? You could see him there going for the tops with a huff of anger as he walks away to collect his darts. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for the language there, but you can tell from the frustration. But Lyndon manages to close that game. He knew he had it a long time ago, took it down, and now Lyndon now leading 1-0. Wanji coming in close and focused. Will he be able to give him some more pressure? He is now losing the first game, but can he pile on some pressure onto Lyndon and tie up this game? You can see the frustration on Wanji's face. He was looking for a triple. That's now 3 walks to the yoke with no triple. But look at that, Linden showing no mercy. Whatever Wanji is missing, Linden is hitting. Great scores there for 139 from Linden. Nothing but piling on pressure to Wanji. Can he bring in the focus he had yesterday at the Continental Cup? And there you have it. You see him walking away. He knows something has triggered him. But let's see. Maybe it'll work in his favor. He recomposes, winds up again. Still not working in his favor. Still a couple of loose darts from Wanji. He needs to build up some triples. That is now his 5th. Linden now walking up to the yoke, requiring 38 to win it, to make it 2 games to 0. Can he close out and pile on more pressure to Wanji? All right, 19, can he correct? There you have it. Ooh, just outside the wire. You could see the expression on his face. Wanji needs a score here to at least give himself a setup. Finally, he gets a triple. Not the greatest of triples from Wanji. You can see the disappointment on his face. He was hoping for another triple. Linden looking for the double 8. Will he be able to close it off? And boom, there you have it. He closes off with a double 8 to now lead 2 games to 0 to Peter Wanji. Look at the emotion. Lots of support for both players here. From the north, we have lots of the Kenyan fans, Ugandan fans, convoys traveling from all over Eastern and Northern Africa to support, along with supporters for the south, coming down all the way from Zimbabwe, South Africa. Lots of support here for our players. Linden to throw first now in the third. No, sorry, I take my apologies. It is Wanji to throw first in game 3. Can he make a comeback, or will Linden make a clean sweep of this? Wanji throwing a 31 there, not his greatest start. He needs to, as we say in Swahili, he needs to amuka and kuchangamuka. He needs to wake up. He's not throwing the best sets of darts here. You can see him hunting for that triple 19, and he finally hits it. Great score from Wanji with a 95. Linden Green walking up at a 381 and immediately replies with 140 to Wanji's 95. Pressure piling on. Linden Green leading 2 legs to 0. Great darts. Seems Wanji is now getting his triples in point. The question is, will it be enough, or will Linden come and close out on this one? Linden still 186. Both players still have a couple of visits at the yoke, but Wanji needs to maintain the pressure, I believe. Otherwise, Linden will come with a big score and close him out. That's a great ton coming in from Linden Green, leaving an 86 for him, a possible finish. But will Wanji close it out here, or will he give him another walk to the yoke? And there you have it. What a great finish. 2 data with a triple 20 and the double 4. Peter Wanji taking the third leg bringing the score now to 2 legs to 1. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, that's none other than one of our organizers, Amrath. What a pretty smile he has, doesn't he? Bringing in some great support. One of the great organizers that are bringing this tournament to us. Amongst some of the guys who've been working behind the scenes very hard from all over as we bring you action from the African Darts Group, African Open. Coming up with our next game is going to be another quick one with David Gaitho versus a young protege himself, Aryan Khalsa. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Watch what this young kid has. Just look at the levels of talent. He is the reason that we now have so many young darts players up here. He's been an inspiration. At the mere age of 14 years, this boy is going places. This boy is going to represent Kenya at some of the big tournaments coming up. So stay tuned and watch what talent he brings to the Yoki. Once again, looking at those averages, beautiful averages from Peter Wanji with 71.34, just slacking on the final result. And Lyndon Green with a 74.34. Great averages, but like Cameron mentioned earlier, a game is not about the averages, it's about the final legs won. So let's see what can. Seems this game, Lyndon struggling a bit with the triples. Let's see what Wanji can bring. Can he pile on some pressure? Seems a lot of improvement has come in this second and the third and fourth leg from Wanji. He's finally managing to bomb in some of his triples, piling lots of pressure onto Lyndon. And you can see the pressure. Just look at the emotion on Lyndon's face. He knows he had this, but Wanji coming in with the triples, piling on pressure. Don't forget, Lyndon's now on a 109 possible finish with Wanji on a 2-2-1. Can he give himself a setup? Oof. Just missing out on another triple. As Lyndon walks up, will he clock out the 109 or will he give Wanji a try at the 164? What a dart that was, just knocking at the wire. He was going for that triple 16, just knocked on the wire. Wanji with a 164, what can he bring to us? Ooh, doesn't seem like he's going to be able to bring it in this one. Lyndon will have another try, that double 8. Can he close this off? Or will Wanji get a try at his 178? There you have it. Look at the emotion. Look at this. Look at the celebration. Great match from Lyndon Green as he beats out Peter Wanji 3 legs to 1. Great action from both the players, great emotion, great support. No love lost between North and South. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned as our next match is none other than the young protege himself, Aryan Khalsa, who takes on a veteran himself, David Gaitho. Ladies and gentlemen, coming at you. Just look. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming at you live from the Sikh Union Nairobi action at the African Darts Group African Open. Live action coming at you between David Gaitho and Aryan Khalsa. We have David Gaitho, the senior veteran, going up against Aryan, the protege Khalsa himself. Let's see what this young man brings to us. And ladies and gentlemen, in this one I'm joined by a fellow commentator. I'll leave her to introduce herself.
My name is Ashita, thank you. morning, and we have David and Aryan playing our next game.
Yes, it has been an action-packed morning, action-packed couple of days to be honest. We've had a couple of big games up on the main stage, and we've now come down to a match between David, who's been a very veteran, and what lovely darts there you have from Aryan Khalsa, coming with a banger to pile on the pressure, the 180. Aryan with a 66, can he close it out? Ooh, you can see the emotion on his face. After a big 180, he has piled on the pressure onto Gaitho.
Very close one, but he's not going to let the next one go.
A great 180 there by Aryan. And you can see him piling on the pressure onto Gaitho, who's not showing it on his face. He's been smiling all through. That is what experience brings to the game. Aryan still has a couple more visits to the Yoki as Gaitho struggles to find a meaningful triple. He's hit at the 111, but he needs something to close off. We have it, Aryan not giving him a chance here.
Not at all, and he takes it. It takes the first leg.
Yeah, great darts from the young protege himself with a banging 180 there, piling on the pressure. Let's see, what can Gaitho bring? Ooh, hard from Aryan with a bounce out there. But nonetheless, the pressure is still on. He's not got that big a gap. Gaitho seeing that opportunity and piling on with his first triple of the match. Let's see what Aryan can reply to that.
Aryan, being a young lad, he's really been giving everyone pressure. I mean, I've been following all his games throughout the day, and he's performing really well. I believe, Mikey, you've been following his games for quite some time now. What would you say about how he's coming up, how he's improved his game?
I mean, Aryan is an upcoming star. He's going to be representing Kenya at some of the highest levels. He'll be traveling abroad to play at some of these the junior international tournaments, and he's been an inspiration to so many darts players out there. The reason we have the junior darts and some of the junior players playing out there is a big shout out and a big thank you to Aryan for bringing out the skill and showing people that darts is not just an old man's game. Darts is not just a bar game. Darts is a game that is bringing up talent from all over. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's a shout out to Aryan himself, the protege. And keep your eyes peeled, keep your eyes out on him. He'll be playing and representing Kenya on the big stage very soon. Oh, great darts for a 1-2-1 from Aryan. Leaving himself on a slight odd, but we all know that's no pressure for the young lad. Gaitho has kept his game close. He's not left it as bad as the previous one. But you can see big smiles from the old man, big smiles from the experienced veteran. He knows he can take it out and he can pile on the pressure. Oh, the first signs of emotion from the veteran.
I was just going to say, is that smile hiding all the pressure behind it? But you see the reaction there.
We all know that that is none other than Cameron's favorite house. And there you have it with Gaitho closing on with his 50 balance. He now ties the match a leg apiece. Gaitho with a beautiful average of 62.07 and Aryan with a 70.98. It's now tied a leg apiece. Let's see what Aryan to throw first. What will Aryan bring? Ladies and gentlemen, a quick reminder as well, don't go too far. We have another big game here with another South versus North between Carl, Gabriel and Manpreet Kalsi. I correct and apologize for the wrong surname earlier. It was not Manpreet Khalsa, but it's none other than Manpreet the Prince Kalsi going up against Gabriel. That's also going to be an action-packed match, so stay tuned. You can see the emotion from Gaitho there. He was looking at the 180 but just slip over there. But a 125 nonetheless, still a good set of darts. I agree with you, Amita. I think that smile of Gaitho is hiding the panic. It is hiding the panic, but look at that, panic or not, his hands are still stable, no shaky, and throwing in a good turn there to put some form of pressure on the young protege.
I believe that's also experience, that it keeps that steady hand while playing and also a smile on your face, not showing the pressure at all.
I think Gaitho was there getting a bit too excited. He was about to show us some of his dance moves, showing us some of what that Kenyan passion brings, showing us a bit of his shaky side. Aryan leaving a few sleepy darts there. Let's see, can Gaitho close out the 156, or will the protege come in and bang out that 112? He needs a correction here from Gaitho with a slip into the 15, giving him an odd balance. Will he be able to set himself up? Will the young protege give him a visit to the Yoki? Oh, lovely 126 from Gaitho.
I guess the pressure has shifted onto Aryan now.
Yes, oh, there he has it. Seems like Aryan will get another visit at the 16. Will he draw some inspiration from one of his heroes, Carissen himself? And there you have it, Aryan Khalsa with the win. Took him 2 darts, but he managed to clock it out. Aryan Khalsa now leading 2 legs to 1 in a match that is the first to 3 legs. What will Gaitho bring? Will Gaitho tie things up and take us to a final match? Or can Aryan close the deal? Great replies, I think, from both players. Aryan's 96 to Gaitho's 100. Another banger and 180 from the young protege himself. Great darts. You can see that dart. Not only did he bring a smile on Gaitho's face, but I think I also saw a trinket of sweat going down his head, because he knows when the kid is in form, the pressure is on.
Trying to give him a good reply as well, but Aryan is not keeping it simple.
Oh, that was just another miss at the 180. Who would have got a ton 80, but he just slipped off into the 140. Great darts from the young man, great darts from the protege. He's piling on the pressure. Aryan now walking up to the Yoki with an 85 balance. Can he clock it out? Can he finish this? Ooh, pressure. But the boy does not let it show. He's run it off, he's corrected it. 55 to Aryan. Can he close it off? David Gaitho.
Let's see if Aryan is going to get this one, or is Gaitho going to get another chance to go for it?
Aryan hitting a 22, leaving himself on a very odd 33 balance. Gaitho was coming in for the close. And let's see, can Aryan check it out? 4 to the clock. Ooh, you could see the bounce back from Aryan. He had a bit of panic there. Let's see, can the veteran close it out? What do you think, Amita?
I think if David gets this and he knows that he's close, he's not going to give Aryan another chance because he knows if he does, Aryan is definitely going for it and finishing.
You can just hear the amount of support for both players here, both for the veteran David Gaitho and for the protege Aryan Khalsa. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Aryan Khalsa, one darter into the double four, and he clocks it out to take it 3 legs to 1. Great match from the veteran and the protege. This is 2 levels of play, 2 levels of stars, one with experience and one building his experience.
Definitely a great game to watch, definitely. And Aryan is going to go a long way. He,
Yes, Amrita, thank you very much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We now have another banger of a game. It is none other than Carl Gabriel versus Manpreet, the Prince, Kalsi. Stay tuned. We'll be back with you shortly. Stay tuned from the African Open. Yeah, it was just hanging now, but it didn't sit. It was just hanging. It's fine, it was better, way better. It's the final one on the big stage. Carl versus Manpreet. Carl versus Manpreet. Ladies and Ladies and gentlemen, bringing you some action from the African Open, bringing you another match of the South versus North with our boy Carl Gabriel from South Africa going against Manpreet the Prince Kalsi. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're bringing you action, and a big shout out to our sponsors, the Concord Hotel, the Ali Cafe, Safari Water through our hydration partners Bounty, Sunstone Construction, Total your one-stop tool station. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming at you live from the Sikh Union Club, Nairobi. For those of you that cannot join us, we'll be streaming most of our matches live, so we will have your back. But for you who can make it, please join us here at the Sikh Union on Professor Wangari Maathai Road, formerly Forest Road. The action is packed. The crowd is here at full force on cheer. Full force on cheer. Come and join, be part of the action, and we'll see you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing the action from the Sikh Union Club. Manpreet the Prince Kalsi is now playing against Carl Gabriel. Well, Manpreet the Prince Kalsi taking on Carl Gabriel. Manpreet was to throw first. Not the greatest of starts from him, but we know Manpreet plays best under pressure. Manpreet also a representative at the modest doubles alongside Peter the King Wasuri. We had the King and the Prince throwing some amazing darts. Stay tuned and watch what this match has in store for us. Near 60 from Carl. Carl's been playing a lot of darts this last couple of days. He's also suffering from mild fatigue. But don't take me wrong, yes, fatigue from lots of darts, but that does not hinder any of their games. These guys come here with full precision, full strength, and the will to win. So let's see, Carl Gabriel had a bit of a shaky start this morning. Great scoring from him earlier, but shaky on the finish. But he has been practicing, he has been building his game. And just look at that focus coming in from the young man. Manpreet the Prince as well, another man who loves to play under pressure. Banging with a reply to Gabriel's 100 as well. A ton each. Gabriel walking up to an 87. And that was a great finish from Carl Gabriel with a double finish. And he leads now 1-0 against Manpreet the Prince. Like I told you, he was struggling on his doubles earlier, but I guess while other people took the lunch break, Gabriel took a break on his doubles. He was banging these things during practice, and it has shown with it. Look at that consistency from Carl. And Manpreet trying to match Carl's 100 there. Just falling slightly short, but there is still pressure between them. Seems with Carl's consistency of his ton, he has piled on a bit of pressure on Manpreet. There's piled on a bit of pressure on Manpreet here, but we know Manpreet plays well when stacked up against the wall. And there you have it. Great replies from Mano, the Prince. Can Carl close this off, or will Manpreet get another chance at that 120? Beautiful setup there from Carl. Ooh, not the greatest from Mano. You can see the disappointment on his face. He knows he's given Carl another chance at that, and he closes it off. Carl with a single dot at the double eight. No need for a second, no need for a third. Sealing it off, and now leads 2 legs to 0. Manpreet kicking us off with an 85, and Carl following close with a ton. You can feel the pressure in the air. You can see it on the faces of lots of the fans here. Everyone paying close attention to this game, with a contingency from down south, all backing our man Carl, and those from the north side supporting the Prince. Lots of cheers and support from the fans back here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are hoping to see you, those of you that can make it to the Sikh Union Club Nairobi. Come through, bring the noise, bring the support. We are all here to support our boys and our girls. Come through, ladies and gentlemen, at the Sikh Union Club. And for those of you that cannot make it, our live stream will be trending all through. Stay tuned and be locked. Ladies and gentlemen, that was me, Mikey Dias, and I'm now joined by my fellow commentator, Amrita. Amrita, you've missed the first 2 legs. It was a quick game. There was no time to even blink twice. We have Carl Gabriel of South Africa going against the Prince. What are your backings on this? Do you think Manpreet can bring it back? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching and we are following your comments online. Great comments coming, lots of support from the boys, for the boys from down under, from the boys from the south side. Lots of support coming in online with beautiful comments. Yes, we do have Carl Gabriel going against Manpreet Kalsi. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That brings the match to a close with Carl Gabriel, the man from South Africa, taking it 3 legs to 0, edging out Manpreet the Singh Kalsi. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, these men are both top of the group, and we are still in our group matches. Great game from Carl Gabriel going against the Prince. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We will be bringing you lots of action in the course of the weekend. And a big shout out once again to our sponsors, the Concord Hotel, Bahari Dao, Ali Cafe, Bounty, our hydration partners, along with Sunstone and Total Tools, where your one-stop connection. Stay tuned. This is me, your host, Mikey Dai, signing off.
This is Ash signing off.
See you soon, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned, and we'll keep you posted if there are any games to come.